Now we will learn how to add a siblings. So to add siblings, we can't import siblings using the CSV file, definitely. So now the question is how to add. Okay, so we can add siblings manually. Okay, so there are the two options. The first one is to add manually. Okay, when you are adding a student, if any student is already into the system, just go to the add sibling, select class, section, and student, and add. Okay, then it's now the sibling is added with the student. Whenever you add a new student, this sibling is now added. Okay, attached. For example, let's entry a new student. Okay, we will add in some demo class. Okay, and some, yeah, demo entry, of course. Okay, any date of birth and all the required fields. Okay, so we have done all the required fields, I guess. Yeah, this one is pending. Fill some dummy entry. Okay, now save. Now the record is saved. Okay, so we have added Jack. Okay, and the sibling is definitely Abhi is the sibling. Okay, so class 1 Abhi we added, and grade 1 Abhi is already added as a sibling. Okay, so now we want to add another sibling. Okay, so now the catch is you already added one sibling to a Jack. Okay, if you added the student, you will find these two already added as a sibling to this student. Now what we have to do, when you add a new student, just add Jack as a sibling. So now all these four will be a sibling. Okay, but if there is the new already added student, okay, for example, let's search a class. Okay, now we have these two students in the class. Okay, choose this one. This is the our Gujarati student. Now this is the disabled student. Yeah, one more thing, you will find the red color, the student who is disabled, who is not in the school. Okay, if you want to enable the student, then just make it enable. Okay, select the session in which you want to enable the student and the class. Okay, so the same class I want that student to be enabled. Now the student is now enabled, and we can do I will provide the homework, take the fees, take exam of that student. Now normal, like as normal student, because disabled student is like the temporary student that we suspended from the school. Okay, now just go to the edit profile. Okay, and add sibling. So here just add Jack as a sibling. Okay, all right, the class is not loaded. Do it again. Sometime yeah, this will happen, like this will not load. Okay, all right, the student Jack, where is the Jack? Yeah, this here is the Jack. Add. Okay, now save. All right, something is missing here. All right, email address is not a proper address. Okay, just add any dummy address. Now save and saved. Now we will search Jack. Oh, I wrote it down some wrong name. Got it. So Jack is here. Now you see Jack, Abhi, and this student, and now Abhi. Now these all four added as to a single parent. Okay. Now the other catch is if you add a new student, then you don't need to add a parent detail. System will pick up the already added student parent detail into the new student. But if you added a parent detail, okay, then it will show individual details. Like for this student I added a father name ABC, but for this student I already added a father name different. I mean the photo, you see the photo is the different. The father name definitely I added as same that time. Okay, let's check for this one. You see the photo is different. Okay, so dummy I will add the same, but if the father name and the no guardian details are different student to student, if you add both the student as a sibling, so don't worry, the parent detail will not change. But if you are adding a new student into the system and binding a new student with the old student that is already present in the system, then you don't need to add a guardian details, because that system will pick already added student detail as a guardian details. Okay, so this is how you have to add a new student, and you by mistakenly disable a student, then how to enable the student. That's the same process actually. Just make it disable. From the profile you can make the disable, select the reason, the phase is pending, and save. That's all. Now only this sibling is disabled, other one are still active. Okay, and these, I mean this student is from the two classes, then from all the classes the student is now disabled. If okay, you can find it from here, student management, disable student, you see here. You can make it enable here also, just select the student, enable. Okay, the session is the same, grade same. Now save. Now this student is now enabled in the same class. Okay, so this is how you can enable a disabled student and add siblings.